All right, everyone, get ready because today we are taking a deep dive into a story that is, it's got it all. Nostalgia, arcade games, and, oh yeah, a few, wait, what? Moments along the way.
Sounds intriguing.
Oh, it is. We're talking about Twin Galaxies.
Twin
Now, for
Galaxies.
those who might not know, back in
Okay.
the day, they were the authority when it came to video game high scores.
Absolutely.
Think about it. Picture yourself back in the golden age of arcades, dropping quarter after quarter into Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, all those classics.
Yeah.
You're battling it out for that top spot on the leaderboard because back then, that was basically your ticket to, digital immortality.
It was bragging rights for a lifetime.
Bragging rights, exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, the story of Twin Galaxies, it doesn't stop there.
Huh?
No, it goes way beyond those pixelated victories.
Oh, this is going to be
We're
good.
talking bankruptcies, strange business decisions, and even whispers of, get this, pinball conspiracies.
Pinball conspiracies. Okay, you've got my attention.
So, ready to go down the rabbit hole?
I'm strapped in. Let's do it.
All right, so picture this. Twin Galaxies, this legendary name in gaming, this icon. You'd think, back in the day, some big gaming company would have snatched them up, right?
Right. It seems like a no-brainer.
But get this, Twin Galaxies, the name, the legacy, everything, it ends up on eBay.
eBay. You're kidding.
Nope. And it's sold for, you ready for this? $50.
$50. Seriously. That's less than some old game cartridges go for these days.
I know, right? You almost have to wonder if it was some kind of, a prank or something.
Well, the truth is a bit more complicated. Twin Galaxies, by that point, they weren't exactly riding high. They'd gone bankrupt, not once, but twice.
Yeah, that's rough.
And Jace Hall, an entrepreneur, he saw an opportunity, right? I mean, he basically bought an icon for the price of, like, a vintage joystick.
Okay, but $50, still, it feels like you're getting away with something. So what was the plan? What did he want to do with Twin Galaxies?
It wasn't just nostalgia for him. Hall had big plans, but get this. Instead of sticking with gaming, he wanted to turn Twin Galaxies into an online casino.
Wait, what? From tracking high scores to online gambling. Talk about a change in direction.
Right. It's like trying to turn a Pac-Man machine into a slot machine. And it gets weirder. He introduces this whole concept called ESI, which even today, nobody's quite sure what it stood for.
ESI. Okay, that's a new one. So they're pivoting to online gambling. Nobody knows what ESI means, but it gets crazier.
Oh yeah, it does. They also had this thing called submission points. Instead of just awarding points for, actually being good at video games, they started giving them out for, well, participating in online discussion.
Discussions like forum posts and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the catch. The more you argued, the more heated the debate, the more points you could rack up.
So they were basically encouraging people to flame each other online.
Pretty much. It was like they gamified online arguments, which, maybe wasn't the healthiest idea in hindsight.
And I bet this led to some interesting characters, right?
Oh, yeah. This is where Data God enters the picture.
Data God. Now, there's a name that sparked some serious internet mystery. He was everywhere and nowhere all at the same time.
Right. Constantly getting banned from the forums, but somehow always coming back.
People were convinced he was a secret admin, pulling strings behind the scenes.
There are some wild theories about him for sure.
This is already getting kind of wild, but there's more, right?
Oh yeah, buckle up, because here's where it takes another turn. Remember Michael Sroker? Turns out he was the one secretly running the show over at Twin Galaxies.
Hold on, so if Soroka was the real puppet master this whole time, then who was Data God? And what was he doing?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Why was Data God always at the center of every digital drama explosion?
Was Soroka using him as a distraction or something?
Some people think that's exactly what was happening. While everyone was busy trying to figure out Data God, Soroka was free to focus on his true passion: pinball.
Pinball?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we've gone from arcade games to online casinos to pinball.
Yep. And it gets even weirder. The rumor was that Sroka didn't just want to, play pinball. He wanted to rule the pinball world.
Rule it? What does that even mean?
Well, there were whispers, right? People were saying he was modifying machines and not just to make them play better. Some people even claimed he was using them for, well, illicit activities.
Illicit activities? Like what? What are we talking about here?
Like smuggling. There were rumors of drugs being moved inside these modified pinball machines.
Drug smuggling pinball machines. This is straight out of a spy movie. Did anyone ever find these legendary machines?
Oh, As far as I know, nobody ever did. There's never been any actual proof of any drug smuggling. It's almost like it just adds another layer of absurdity to the whole Twin Galaxies saga?
Okay, so where does that leave us? What happened to Twin Galaxies? What was Sokroka's real goal? What about Data God? And for that matter, what in the world does ESI even stand for?
I think that's what makes this whole thing so fascinating, don't you think? It's like a real-life internet mystery with twists and turns and more questions than answers.
It's like the internet swallowed Twin Galaxies whole and spit out something completely different. So what do you all think out there? What's the real story behind Twin Galaxies? Until next time, keep asking questions and maybe keep an eye on those pinball machines. You never know what you might find.